Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live. Yes, right, motherflowers. Fire up that PS2. This is your Fastlane review and recap for 2018. We are now, our next stop, the final stop is WrestleMania in New Orleans. And again, this is the recap. We're taking your live call momentarily. Thank you all for tuning in live. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you all for tuning in. It's me, it's Steve here, back at it again. Motherflowers, what up, what up, what up? We're not alone here. I'm not alone as always, I'm not alone. Y'all should know that by now. I'm joined here by two awesome people. Walter, how the fuck you been, buddy?
Yeah, I'm chilling. You know, we just I don't know what we saw, but I'm so with this show right here. So, well, we'll see where it goes.
I hear you, but what is up, Mason Nation? How are you, buddy? Mason Nation, how are you? And we're also joined here by Big Mike from Big Mike Wrestle Recap. Mike, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Horrible pay-per-view, but we'll get into it.
Okay, horrible.
So yeah,
okay.
I said so, but look what.
Okay, Mike said
said
horrible.
Someone topped it.
Mike said horrible. Walter, you're saying so. I'll be honest. I thought going into the show, fuck you, Nick Cannon. We're not dropping the beat, DJ D-Rec. I'm sorry. I thought, really, to be honest, okay, and I can't believe, I'm taking Chase's phrase, really, to be honest here. I thought the show going in, I had so much bad expectations for the show. I think all of us did, right? I thought that, if anything, you know, el Shane por metiche le dieron un putazo by Salrex. Thank you, Salrex. In case you get the note, he said in English, Shane, for being a nosy, they gave him a hard kick to the face. Can't wait to call in. We'll be taking calls momentarily, guys. Guys, tune in, kick into the chat. Thank you all. But like I said, I thought going into the show, it had a slow, just a dragging waste of a start, and then for some reason I feel like the last two matches, hell, even the tag titles, you know, at least kind of, I don't want to say save the show, I don't want to say that, but it made it watchable. It made it watchable. In essence, yeah, this was literally 2 hours. There's literally 3 hours of SmackDown. Okay, all these matches, when you think about it, could have been put on SmackDown Live. But again, you know, the show in itself, again, it served a purpose, what have you. But we're on the road now to WrestleMania. We're on the road now, if you will. I'll be honest, going into it as well, you know, I had my predictions. We all did predictions. We did also on the podcast. And I was wrong on some of them. I'm surprised I was wrong on some of them. But nonetheless, guys, here we are. And before we get into this as well, I want to give a big thank you to the big homie himself at Salrex for the awesome layout that you see here. Again, if you are a YouTuber and a podcaster and you want awesome layouts done for your channel, for your podcast, you know, logos, what have you, go hit him up. Hit him up. He does amazing stuff. Not just for myself, but for OKFabe. Big Mike, who's also in the chat right here, or in the call with us right here on Skype. Also, JD from New York, I know he's done some for him as well, and Sol Monster, just to name a few, okay? So hit him up on Twitter at Salrex Gaming. The link's in the description box as well. Also, this will also be up on iTunes and Stitcher and Podbean as well. So down below in the description box is the link to our Podbean, you know, our channel on Podbean. Make sure you hit the follow button there, and you'll be notified once this becomes a podcast, available in MP3 format, if you will. So apparently there was a pre-show to this event, which I did not see. And apparently it was a 6-person tag. It was bro, listen, I was at work. Okay, I literally got out of work at 8 p.m. Okay, and I had to literally, I hauled ass on my way home. Unfortunately, you saw it, yeah. So apparently it was, and we're gonna be joined here. Look who joined here. Literally, he's still hiding in under my girl's bed for some reason. The one, the only. Yeah, he is. Live from under my girl's bedroom. Okay, Faith.
Your girl smells. What's up?
You get your hands off her, damn it. Just kidding. How you been, bud?
Don't worry, I wouldn't use my hands.
Oh, okay. How you been, buddy?
I really hate New England sometimes.
Oh, dude. Then you're gonna hate Jersey, bro. We're about to get more snow, apparently. We're getting more snow.
Are we?
Yeah, we are, apparently.
Yes.
We're getting...
Well, Jersey is. That means we are, right?
I'm getting another foot.
Oh,
What?
man.
Oh, I thought I'd be going here. Shit. No way.
Yep. So those of you who want to help support the show, you can donate to the Red Cross because they're going to need to fucking send me supplies by the time I get buried in the goddamn snow.
Cans of soups, Campbell chicken noodles, Progresso, all that fun stuff, all that fun shit.
Fuck.
So apparently, like I was saying, to the guys here, apparently, for Walter, the show was so-so. For Big Mike, the show was just plain terrible. For me, I felt like the beginning of the show just was deplorable. It dragged. It felt like shit I'd see on SmackDown. Then again, this whole show is something you see on SmackDown.
Well, yeah.
But really, to be honest, I feel like at the end of the show, like the last two matches, even the tags haven't made it watchable. But Connor, what about you? What were your thoughts on the show overall on Fastlane?
Overall, I'm kind of with you on the fact that it dragged at first. It's funny because I said that about the Rusev Nakamura match, and like people were like jumping down my throat. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I just said the very beginning of the match was fucking calm down. I think the first 5 matches were nothing but a glorified SmackDown. That's all it was, because you had the hype up of the women's title match announced. You had the hype up of the SmackDown tag team titles match announced. The women's tag team match I wanted to wipe from my fucking memory. And Nakamura, Rusev, and Rude Orton were just okay. They weren't anything like wow. They weren't like, oh my. I mean, to be fair, let's be realistic here. Did any of us go into Fastlane thinking, holy shit, what a pay-per-view?
No.
Of course not.
Hell
So our
no.
standards were already low, and I think going into it we were like, okay, this is gonna suck. Let me get my preparation H ready, and let's get ready to watch Fastlane. Like that's pretty much I think the mindset of most of the people watching this pay-per-view. So if you look at it, if you try to look at it at least somewhat relatively positive, I think it was just more of a glorified SmackDown. And you know what the funny thing is? It's almost the exact same formula the Elimination Chamber was, where like the undercard was meh, but then the main event killed it.
Yeah, I did, absolutely. I'll even say that I feel like the SmackDown main event was better than the Raw, almost a little bit. Would you guys agree with that?
I said that on my review, yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same. I don't know if I could say one was better. We all knew the outcome, so.
I'll be real. There are moments in the match where I'm like, holy shit, they might go this route. Or no, wait a minute, okay. And then AJ got the win eventually. But apparently, like I was saying, there was a pre-show match. Apparently, it was a 6-person tag. It was apparently fucking what's this dude's name? See, is that so much important? I forgot this dude's name already. Fucking who is this fucker they were pushing on SmackDown Live after he broke up with Zack Ryder? Mojo Rawley. There you go. Mojo Rawley. Right?
Steven. If you can't remember the guy's name, there's no point in reviewing the match.
Oh, I know there was a match. I didn't see the match at all.
I know there was a match.
That's
You
my
wanted to
What the fuck are you talking about it?
Oh no, Rick! People want, hey, but you didn't talk about this match.
Oh, let's make sure the people who are clamoring to hear this make sure that they understand. Hey, we need to know how you feel about that 6-man tag that was just gee whiz golly hoo-wah.
Exactly. But again, from what I heard, they had a match. It was Mojo Rawley, Gable, and Benjamin versus Breezango.
Sorry, I was laughing because you're like
Dillinger?
you're like yes. I'm just laughing because you're like from what I hear, apparently they had a match.
They had a match. Yeah, they had a match. They had a match.
I think that's all you need to say, Steven, and then just move on to the main card.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'll actually be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
All right.
But we kicked off the show. with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev Day, right? And I'll be honest, I thought going into this, I think we all could agree, right? I think the logic should have been, hey, do Cena Nakamura, right? That should have been the match they should have done, right? If anything, that should have been the match. Let's be real about it.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, again, I'm not saying this match was bad. I felt like it dragged. It felt like, again, like Connor said, like I was saying, this was literally your, that was literally a SmackDown match. the ending I thought was pretty good. Shinsuke trying to do the Kinshasa, Rusev counter to the Machka kicks multiple times here. I thought, okay, Rusev might have had it, but obviously we all knew going in that Rusev was going to lose. However, what they could have done, if you think about it, right? Let's say for some minute Rusev would have won. I would have accepted it with the idea that, hey, Nakamura, right? He beats Styles at WrestleMania, and we're already, making the point that Rusev is the next person in line for Shinsuke Nakamura after WrestleMania. Because, again, Rusev would have won, what have you, but they didn't go that route. Shinsuke ended up getting the win with the Kinshasa, and there you go with that. What do you guys think overall?
Yeah, the match, I thought, it was kind of long. Like, what was it, 15 minutes? It didn't have to be that long, but the ending sequence was definitely good. Honestly, I would have had Rusev win too, just so he could challenge at Mania. I mean, no, not Mania, the pay-per-view after. But whatever, they had to get Nakamura's win, right? He had to win.
Gotta get that big guy Nakamura. What about you, Big Mike?
Yeah, my attention was was elsewhere basically throughout the match. Saw a few key things there, but pretty much the dragginess of the match took me out of it, and then the last 3 or 4 minutes brought me back in. But that's pretty much my explanation on how I feel about the match.
Okay, fair enough. Now, the thing is, do you guys feel that, where does Rusev go from here? That's the question I want to know. Where does he go from here?
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Do you think he should win it? I mean, I think at this point, if he's going to go in that match, he should win it.
Should be like the last few people if they still want Goldberg to win the thing.
I hope not, dude. I really hope not. Old man. The last thing we need is old man Goldberg to come back, get gassed out, right? Have him go through the... Apparently, the rumors going around that it's going to be Goldberg to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I mean, here's the thing, right here. I can picture it now. Let's assume for a minute that they do go with Goldberg, right? You have Goldberg eat the pin, like not eat the pinfall, but he'll get like a tag with a big boot. He'll go outside the ring through the bottom rope, and then he comes back in at the final 4, final 3, and shit. And that's how you have the fucking win.
And imagine that you have to come out twice, probably in the beginning. And then win that, and then come back out to get announced for being in the Hall of Fame, and they have to say 2018 Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner and 2018 Hall of Famer.
Oh my goodness! Imagine that.
That would be awesome.
It would be a mouthful.
I know. But if he does come back, he's automatically gonna win.
I think obviously he does get the win. But moving right along here, because again, I think we can all agree again. A match that we all knew going in that Nakamura was going to win. He did. And I'll be honest, I thought this was the best way to kick off the show, to be honest here. Because you want
They better have something for Rusev, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You got something for Rusev at the same time. Hey, Nakamura, he's the Rumble winner, I'll be honest, they could have done this whole thing where if you really wanted to build this shit up, you could have done this whole thing where, hey, Nakamura's putting his championship match on the line for WrestleMania.
That's what they should have did if it was Cena.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wouldn't be believable against Rusev, but maybe against Cena.
Yeah.
I know. After this, we had, if I remember correctly here, because again, my memory's a little off out there now, Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode. Holy fuck, this match sucked.
Yeah.
This match was terrible. This match literally stunk up the entire joint. And you know what it is, too? Like, let this marinate, bro. Randy Orton is 37 years old. Bobby Roode is 40.
Yeah, this felt like an old man match, alright.
Like, I don't know, if you guys just watch that match, Randy Orton, his entire expression, his entire look was like, yo, can we just take this home already?
Right. He's winning the belt too.
Like, he's winning the belt. Yeah, he won the belt, which shocked the fuck out of me. I don't know about you two, but it shocked the fuck out of me. But
me too.
The point is, though, okay, he wins the match. Okay, he wins the match, and it's just one of those things where the chemistry wasn't there. The chemistry was not there at all. between these two guys. And you know what? Maybe it's the whole idea that, hey, it's two guys that are baby faces, don't get me wrong, but are better off as being heels. I think Orton needs him more than Bobby Roode at this point in juncture. But another thing I think so, yes. Okay? That being said too, okay? What really, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, they had Jinder Mahal. My bad. Apu Mahal. Okay? Apu Mahal. Okay? And sorry for the guy that thought I was being fucking racist, okay? Because I guarantee you, listen, if this is an Hispanic, right? I wouldn't say, oh, Hector Garcia. I'm just giving a fucking example, okay? Just saying, all right? If it was any girl, oh, Paco, I don't know. I'm just giving an example, okay? Don't take it the wrong way. Don't take it the fucking wrong way. You had Jinder Mahal with Sunil Singh, okay? Sunil Singh, they're both watching on a monitor right backstage, and Jinder's in his fucking ring gear. In his ring attire. Mind you, Sunil Singh is having his view blocked because Jinder's taller than him and crap, right? My mind is, okay, why is Jinder in his ring gear?
Right.
If he's not booked for a match? Like, it even happened with Asuka, which we're going to get into also later on in this review, but that's the thing. Like, yo, if you're not in a match, you should not be in your wrestling gear. I'm sorry, no. But obviously, again, Orton got the win with the RKO out of nowhere because, again, they had to do that one spot, right? The out of nowhere, oh my goodness, right? And he's now the U.S. champion. He's a Grand Slam champion. Good for him. After this match, Jinder Mahal came out and did this whole thing where he attacked Randy Orton. He even attacked, I guess, Bobby Roode. Or Bobby Roode got in the ring, and he hit the Glorious DDT on both Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton. Could we now see a heel Bobby Roode now? What do you guys think?
I mean, we kind of need it. Like, I don't think it fits his character being a face like that. I mean, the crowd will still cheer him, but I thought the match was kind of there, to be honest, too. I mean, I didn't think it completely sucked, but you know, it could have been a lot better. Yeah, Orton winning was a little bit unexpected, but you know, it might be what it's needed so that Roode can do some other things. But then again, Mahal coming out, I thought he was going to actually challenge Orton, you know, on the spot there to defend that title. But no, they do some weird thing where clearly this is another multi-man match for Mania, which seems like a story for Mania at this point.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's one of those things, again, you know, I just felt like, you know, you know, just right now. I just felt like, okay, this show's gonna drag, and it did. It felt like TNA. You know what? I'll be wrong too. I miss real talk, yo. I miss hearing Jeremy Borash call Bobby Roode Bobby Roode. And this is where I drop everyone like, what the fuck, yo? What the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, again, you know, we'll see where this goes. I just hope, honestly, they don't drop Bobby Roode out of this feud. And they just put the focal point on Jinder and fucking Randy Orton. Because, again, the last thing we need to see at WrestleMania is Jinder Mahal and fucking Randy Orton. I'm sorry. I do not want to see it. I do not. But other than that, we'll see where this goes on SmackDown Live. Maybe Bobby Roode invokes his rematch clause. But we'll see. After this, we had... sorry, I'm just tweeting. Getting a retweet here and shit. We had... If I remember correctly, yeah, the tag team match between Carmella and Natalya versus Naomi and Becky Lynch. This was probably the second weakest match on the show, in my opinion. But I'll say this, though. What I did like about this, and I don't know about you guys. Give me your thoughts on this as well. How they gave Carmella a lot of offense in this match.
Yeah, they did.
It might be the only one that feels that way. It was cool that they gave her offense in this match.
Well, yeah. It's about time you make her look, you know, strong, literally. You got to do it to your... She's the Money in the Bank winner for a reason, so...
Yeah, that's pretty much where I basically said on my predictions. I was like, you basically got to give her this match because she lost on SmackDown, and you got to have her get the win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But again, this match for what it was, it wasn't really a good match at all. There was a botch near the end from Naomi, and I guess from that botch, everyone else started just fucking up, felt lost and shit, as well.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was a botch or if it was a distraction.
No, so what happened was, I guess Naomi was trying to go for like her modified disaster kick, I guess it was, or something like that, right? And she slipped on the middle rope. Right?
Oh yeah.
She slips on the middle rope, and she pauses, then just goes for the regular kick, and then from there, I felt like everyone else bought. There was a moment where both Carmella and Natalya were fighting to throw each other through the fucking middle rope, and that was also a fucking tug of war for no reason. But other than that, though, I felt that, again, you need to show Carmella having this offense. That being said, this match sucked.
Yeah.
This match completely sucked.
And
I was barely paying attention to it, so I could tell it was bad.
I know. And then let's get into when the show really kicked up, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but I thought after this match right here, the show kicked up. But it still was enough to really, oh my god, but whatever. We had the Usos versus the New Day for the tag titles, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I like the fact that they gave this whole video package behind the match, what have you. And really, to be honest, I thought this match was actually okay, going back and forth. There was, again, moments where they were stealing each other's moves, where I guess it was Jimmy or Jay went for the fucking boom drop and tried to go over the Trouble in Paradise. They were going to go for the Midnight Hour and all that, right? There's near falls. The New Day is went over with some Uso moves as well. The super kick, the fucking the fucking super fly splash from the top rope or on top of one of the New Day members and shit. And still just near falls. And until eventually the Bludgeon Brothers came out and they literally beat the living fuck out of the New Day and the Usos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some real shit right there.
That was some real shit. What I liked about it, though, I don't know about you guys, but what I liked about it was the fact that, okay, they made this shit feel like so much drama. Like, they made this shit feel like the Bludgeon Brothers really went over the edge here. They crossed the line, really, if you will.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I feel like, they made these guys feel like the most, I want to say most hated people on the brand, but it's like, the biggest threats right now, if you will.
Well, yeah, they had to do it.
Yeah.
You gotta make them look. You gotta make them look good. And beating up jobbers is one thing, but to make a statement, you gotta beat up the best.
Yeah.
And they are the best. And now this is another match at Mania, not multi-man. So it's a multi-tag team match that we might see at Mania. So I wouldn't mind this one though.
New Day versus Usos versus Bludgeon. Yeah, I agree. I hear that. I can see that as well. You can, do a multi-person match, maybe a ladder match, what have you. You know what I mean? Well,
now Kofi and Biggie could say, we're going to do it for Xavier, because they took out Xavier Woods.
Yeah, do so.
Yeah, but that'll make them feel like they'll win the title. Pretty much.
So there's a spot, where, again, the Bludgeon Brothers beating the fuck out of them. There was a spot where they're about to literally just throw in their Thor hammer, right, onto one of the Usos who had their head just leaning on the steel steps, but they ducked out of the way. And they were leaving, right? And then they see this Xavier Woods is lying there, right? And they do that finishing move that they do, like that lift up powerbomb and shit, onto Xavier on the steel steps. And you see Xavier just twitching after. Like they show clips of them being, helped out by medical staff and, the ambulance, what have you. And you see Xavier just twitching and shit, like, oh my god, he just been through fucking war. And then you see they play the video package hyping up the women's match, and during that as well, they go back to Xavier and everyone else who got their asses kicked, getting helped out, and you still see Xavier twitching. Apparently, they said that he has like multiple disc fractures. That's what they said during the show as well.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they say he has like some spinal injury. I don't know the actual terminology, but yeah, they say it was some spinal, basically.
Yeah, like a spinal injury. They had like a spinal injury, and they don't know what's gonna happen. Obviously, again, we said they're gonna do the multi-person match, right? That's the idea. They're gonna do that multi-person match, and from there we'll see what happens. But other than that, though, I felt like it's the only way you could have ended that match. The only way, I think.
Yeah, because these matches we've seen these matches a bunch of times. It's just what else can you really do with these two? And so they were copying each other's finishers. That was pretty funny. But yeah, like I said, you got to make the Bludgeon Brothers look good. You've been hyping this team up for so long, and clearly they're the only threat to the Usos. I guess the New Day you could add as well, but I think it served its purpose. It's not, the match was fine because of the end result. It made something. It created a build for Mania, which that's one positive thing about the show, I guess, tonight.
Absolutely, yeah, of course. Anything you gotta say, Mike?
Yeah. In my review, which is not uploaded yet, but I basically said that I really didn't like how the Bludgeon Brothers came in because it just made it turn into a multi-match, basically confirmed at WrestleMania. But talking about it here, I guess it is the only way that they could get involved. But I said that it makes it look like that WWE really isn't, putting their all in faith on the Bludgeon Brothers for them to have just 2-on-2 with the Usos. And if they don't have that confidence in them and they don't give them the win at WrestleMania, then they'll just be back to where they were when they were in the Wyatt family.
I hear you. Absolutely. Absolutely. But we'll see where this goes. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing the WrestleMania match, to be honest here. But we'll see. After this, we had the co-main event. We had Charlotte Flair versus Ruby Riott for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I don't know about you guys, but I actually enjoyed this match. I actually did. I thought going into this shit I was going to hate it. And really, to be honest, I actually did enjoy this match. What about you guys?
Yeah, it was the second best match of the night, I think. We all knew Ruby Riott wasn't going to win, but Charlotte Ruby Riott did the best they can for a match that, going in, what's going to happen. But, there was moments there where I just thought it was too much with Becky Lynch and Naomi involved in the match. Obviously the Riot Squad were going to get involved, but something told me in my mind, like, where are they going to go next? I'm pretty sure Austin's going to come out tonight. And what happens after Austin comes out? So I won't say that's predictable because it looked like Austin was going to feud with Alexa Bliss, but the match was solid and everyone got their dream. Well, I don't know if it's a dream match, but everyone got the match they wanted.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, absolutely, they did. They got the match they wanted because, again, but before we get into that thing too, but I'm gonna say this right now. Say what you want. There was moments in this match as well where the Riot Squad got involved. Out came Becky and fucking Naomi. The referee did his traditional umpire get out, all dramatic and shit, right? And they kick out the Riot Squad and Naomi and Becky Lynch. Just the near falls here. They made you believe that, fucking Ruby Riott had shots to win, right? And I thought, again, if anything, she was the ring general in that match.
Right? Yeah.
It's say what you want to, and I know people find her ugly, what have you. I think she's beautiful as all hell. I don't know about you guys.
I'm the opposite. Completely opposite.
No, here's the thing about it. Listen. I don't mind women having tattoos. I don't. Right? Just don't come to me like a walking human canvas. But I feel like with Ruby Riott, I don't know, something about her eyes. I don't know what it is. I just find it attractive. Mike, what about you?
I like her more with long hair. With the short hair, it just made her forehead just look ridiculous. Made her look like a fish. But with her with her long hair and, following her on Instagram and stuff like that, I really, found her attractive a little bit. So I'm kind of leaning with you are, Steven.
You wouldn't whack that ass, bro? Walter. You wouldn't whack that ass, bro? You wouldn't whack that ass? You wouldn't slay that queen, bro? You wouldn't slay that queen?
I wouldn't slay anything.
I'm sure you would not, bro.
That refers to
plead the fifth.
I don't know. I mean, shit, man. I don't know, man. I wouldn't do it with Ruby Riott. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, Walter, come on, buddy. Come on, Walty. What's wrong with you?
Ruby Riott, man. I mean, that's not my taste. I know some people like her, and
I think she's cute. I think she's good looking. But obviously, when it was all said and done, Charlotte got the win with the figure 8 after Ruby was trying to go for like a reverse Hurricane Rana on the corner, and Charlotte countered. She just catapulted Ruby into the turnbuckle, and then hit the figure 8. No, she went for the spear, then the figure 8, and Charlotte was celebrating in the ring, hard title defense, tough title defense. And then out came Asuka. They played the Asuka music, and everyone and their fucking mother just lost it, right, on social media. And she comes out. Here's the thing about it, too. Go back to what I was saying with Jinder Mahal. Asuka comes out in her ring gear. Like, yo, you're not even part of SmackDown Live. You're part of the Raw brand, right? That's essentially what we believe, right? That Asuka is part of the Raw brand, right?
Yeah.
She's not involved in the show. Granted, she won the Rumble. Why the hell are you coming out in your ring gear? Unless there's a dark match that I don't fucking know about, why are you coming out in your ring gear? It's the most stupidest shit ever. But that's besides the point. That's fucking besides the point. Okay? So they have this whole stare down with Charlotte, and Ruby, Asuka's all like crazy and loopy and shit. She pointed at the fucking WrestleMania sign. So we're going to have the match, guys. It's happening. And I told everybody. People were down like, oh, man, they're going to do Alexa and Asuka. Look, they're doing Asuka versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 34.
Yeah, that's going to be a match.
It's like the reason people were like that, maybe I was like the impression where Asuka wasn't going to face her was because I guess WWE did a good job. We didn't see a lot of teasing with Charlotte and Asuka, so that I'll give them kudos for that. But like, just because WWE likes to forget shit, so they like assumed that we didn't know Asuka made her decision, and the way they were building the storyline, like, oh, Asuka has to go through now Alexa Bliss, and then Mickie James would sign them, probably Nia Jax. So I thought they were building to that story, which would have been fucking horrible. So who knows what they're doing on Raw? Could be still Nia Jax and Alexa from what it looks like now. But yeah, Asuka and Charlotte, I think it's gonna kick some ass, but that won't main event Mania.
I hear you. And I get what you're saying. Man. But
there's only one women's match that could possibly make main event Mania. Yeah. And it involves men in it too. And they still had whatchamacallit. They still had the video package on that pay-per-view tonight.
Yeah. Not only that, but dude, they were also showing Raw stuff like, yo, Roman Reigns and Brock, the face-off from next week. Like, yo, really?
Yeah.
I think they need people to remind them what's going on, so they won't like.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna be there live, but they need to tell everybody like, tune in, please.
No, but dude, this is SmackDown Live show. This is not a Raw show. You get what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but they've been doing that on Raw too.
I know. On a positive note, though, okay, on a positive note, this is the final pay-per-view of the brand split.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But I'll be real with you guys. I look forward to seeing Charlotte and Asuka streak versus title. Good for them. We all know what's gonna happen, though. We all know the end game here, right? Asuka win that match. We then get the main event. We get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. This match, to quote Connor in his review, was a amazing car crash everywhere. Let's be honest, okay? I think we can all agree on this. I want to give you guys thoughts as well. These multi-person matches at times can be a clusterfuck. And this was also a giant clusterfuck. Giant clusterfuck.
But it wasn't a bad clusterfuck. I thought it was at their service purpose.
It was a good clusterfuck though. Just literally, this whole thing went everywhere. Shane McMahon just sitting there at ringside.
I knew some bullshit would happen when he was there. I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
I thought it would be the Ziggler thing. You know how that was the rumor.
I hope. I hope.
I don't think it is now. But
you saw him wearing his Jordan 1s. Yeah. Which I'm not a fan of, but hey, it is what it is.
He always wears Jordan 1s.
Yeah, I know me. I'm a fan of the 7s and the 12s and the 11s, but that's just me, of course. But this match has been everywhere. Everyone got their offense in. There was a spot where literally the match kicked off with Cena hitting the AA on everybody. That was literally the opening thing on this match, right? It's like everyone just fell into it. AA for you, AA for you, AA for you, AA for you. Styles turned, but he didn't move. He was smart about it.
You know what that reminded me of?
What did that remind you of?
You remember when Ryback was body slamming Luke Harper repeatedly, and he just kept running into the body slam? You remember that?
What match was that?
It was like a couple years ago when Ryback was still in the company. It was like his last run.
Okay.
You don't remember that? That was like one of the stupidest things in that match, and that's what that reminded me of because I thought that was pretty corny and stupid myself.
I don't
just running to the AA.
Like, keep it 100 with you. I don't remember it. I really don't. I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, it was a couple years back.
I probably was.
What was on a Raw?
Yeah, it was like on a Raw. And it was like the
probably.
talk of that Raw. It was like, why would they do that?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, he just kept getting up
remember
and
it now.
walking towards him. It was just horrible.
It was pretty bad.
Let me see this. I'm looking it up right now.
Now you have to look.
I gotta see this. I believe you. He buys with Luke Harper and shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things again, this match went everywhere. There was a moment where Baron Corbin hit this crazy ass deep 6 on AJ Styles. Ziggler and fucking Corbin were fighting in the ringside area. There was a moment where, hey, you had Zayn and Owens brawling because again, the idea was for Sami Zayn, he was gonna lay down for Kevin Owens, just lay down for him, right? And it didn't happen. Well, it was gonna happen. Zayn was getting down, but Zayn did a whole roll up for the near fall. They started brawling. People went crazy. There's a part where Sami Zayn does like a fucking backdrop or a German on the fucking apron to Kevin Owens. He goes into Shane's face like, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Then Kevin Owens does this like sloppy super kick on Shane McMahon unintentionally and shit. But it was just back to Dome, right? Back to all of them, right? And there's a moment in the ring where Owens had the 3 count already done, and Shane pulled up the referee, right? And then Sami Zayn has a 3 count also ready to go, and Shane McMahon pulls down Sami Zayn. So it's just like this giant, just oh my god, everywhere. John Cena does the AA on AJ Styles through the announce table. Just a crazy all over the place match. The match ends with AJ Styles pinning Kevin Owens after hitting the phenomenal forearm from out of nowhere for the 1-2-3. And you see in the camera, you see in the corner John Cena just all sad and just like, disappointed because again, this was literally his last chance to be on the road to WrestleMania, right? And he comes up short. You just see him, they're just sitting there in the corner, all sad and depressed, like just miserable. Like he just walked into Nikki Bella using a fucking vibrator or a fucking dildo to get herself in the mood. That's how he literally looked like and shit, right? And you see the camera guy just getting close to Cena, and you see him just pull the camera away, like, get that camera off of me and shit. Keep this in mind. This is the same John Cena that's going to host the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, like we're supposed to feel bad for this guy.
Exactly. Like, come on, bro.
Man.
But yeah, Styles is going to WrestleMania. And one thing that kind of irked me too, did it have Nakamura come out to confront AJ Styles?
That's
Yeah,
a
that
good
was
thing.
the last thing.
Think about it. That's what you thought would have happened, right? Like Nakamura beats Rusev.
Yeah, that's true. He probably should have came out. Why not?
Should have came out. Yeah, instead they had them both backstage during AJ Styles' interview, and AJ just snapped off on Nakamura. Just snapped at him and shit. Like, what the hell?
They did an interview?
They did an interview backstage before the match. Where they're interviewing Styles, right? And Nakamura interrupts it, and you see him just yelling at Shinsuke, like, all right, I got it, all right? I get the point.
Yeah, just give me the same shit all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys what, we're going to start taking live calls momentarily, so if you guys want to call into the show, I'll call in right now. The number's on the screen.
Man, I don't know about you, but I'm probably one of the few guys that wants AJ to win.
Against Nakamura?
Yeah, man. I like Nakamura, but...
Yeah, I think I'm in that same thing with you too, Walter. I think I want AJ to
kind of want it. AJ kind of deserves to win, man.
I think so, too. I think, you know what, he deserves to win, don't get me wrong, but I feel like at this point in the juncture, it's just one of those things where, you know...
You got to give Nakamura the WrestleMania moment.
You have to, yeah. Because let's be real about it. Does he deserve it? No. Because I feel like they booked it. I feel
lazy booking.
It was lazy booking, yes. And you know what it is, too? You blame the whole fact that, his whole momentum derailed after losing to Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam.
Yeah, they really fucked that up completely. You might as well have him win at SummerSlam at this point.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong. Yes, listen, we're all gonna go. Listen, everyone gonna lose their shit when Nakamura has that crazy ass entrance to WrestleMania. You know they're gonna do it. They're gonna have that crazy samurai, ancient Japanese, violin off the ass everywhere entrance and shit. He gotta come out in some white and red, I guarantee you. Or some crazy ass shit gonna come out. So we have a caller right now. 508, you're on the air. What's up? What's your name and where you from?
What's up, guys? It's TJ here, Mason Nation.
Hey, Mace, how you doing, buddy?
Good, you?
I'm doing good, bro. How about you, man?
Same. So, from what I'm hearing from you guys, the beginning of the pay-per-view sucked ass. So I'm glad I started at when Ruby Riott and Charlotte's teammates got kicked out. That's when I started watching it because I wanted to see the pay-per-view.
Okay.
It was a good match. I could appreciate it. And then the pay-per-view, the main event of the pay-per-view, it had some elements to it, like, oh shit, oh damn, okay, I see you. Like when Dolph Ziggler hit his fucking DDT on John Cena, then here comes Kevin Owens with a frog splash. That was nice. Did not expect that. And then AJ Styles through the table, kind of expected that, but I had a different theory on what was going to happen, who was going to win. I had a feeling knowing WWE, they're going to let John Cena win. He gets the record thing, and then for AJ Styles rematch, he'll see John Cena and Shinsuke in a triple threat, because that's usually what they'll do. They'll try and make it more epic than ever. And I still think that's gonna happen. Until WrestleMania comes, that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. They're gonna find some way to make that happen.
We think about what, three-way?
But
what? We talking about triple threat?
Yeah.
I mean,
at WrestleMania.
What between Cena, Nakamura, and AJ Styles? I'll be real with you. I would not mind it. I think on paper it's a good match, right?
You would not mind it, but everyone else.
I know. Everyone and their mother will be mad. Oh, this is bullshit. Not my main event, right? But at the same time, listen. Let's assume for 1 minute that Undertaker and Cena doesn't happen. Which, by the way, apparently Undertaker is rumored to be at Raw tomorrow night. right? He's
Yeah,
proven to be
yeah.
unwrong,
Oh,
from what I'm hearing, right?
okay. Well, that'll cheer up. That'll cheer up. I
That's a
have a
victory for
big,
me.
But
I have a big thing to do tomorrow for school, and I have not had it done.
homework,
And there's no time to do it.
homework.
A big, yeah.
You see, bro, this
So
is
that-
why. Hold on, this is why. And again, you may think I'm coming off like an old fuck because I'm 27 years old, and I've been in your spot before. I think all of us here have been in that spot where we enjoy the weekend and we wait to do the homework assignment at the last minute. I think all of us been there, right? All of us has been there. Walter,
Oh,
Mike.
Yeah.
I've been there
Yeah.
100 times.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
Sometimes
too.
I wouldn't
that's
even do
common.
them.
That's
Yeah,
that's pretty
I
much
would
every
just leave
weekend
it
for
on.
me.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. My advice to you, bro. And again, I at the end of the day, I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Get the home, get it over with. When you get it, enjoy the weekend, enjoy your sleep. 'Cause the last thing you want to have happen be sitting in class. It's like I've been there.
No,
Ah.
I have some good sleep, and we have like this morning thing. We're in the cafeteria for like 30 minutes, and I get there early so I could have extra sleep if I need it. So I'm pretty covered on that. Like I don't think you care about sleep. It's just the teacher. I
Teacher.
hate her. She's a bitch to me.
She's a bitch. How's she a
Okay.
bitch to you?
Okay, so everyone in the class, she loves everyone in the class, but she finds me as the guy that'll never turn in any homework, even though there's kids also in that class that hasn't even turned in one thing throughout the whole year so far. And yet she comes to me. I've been doing my work this whole thing, tests. I got like one bad grade on one. I've been clearing everything like it's a fucking list. I've been clearing that. And the one time I fuck up, she will always be like, okay, obvious. Let's go to the main office so we can call your mom.
Oh damn, bro, that's cold blooded. That's
Bullshit.
cold.
But so I don't have to worry about that much. And on Tuesday we don't have school, so if I have to get something signed by Tuesday, I got a free pass on another day.
What grade are you in?
Don't worry
What grade are
about
you
it.
in, kid?
I'm in 8th, about to finish my whole
you're
8th grade.
Oh,
Oh man.
I understand when you said he was gonna call your mom. I was like, you in college? Oh, they do
Yeah,
that?
and they threat you. They threat you and they'll do stuff. They're like, when you go to high school, there's no one to back you up. They don't send your progress reports or your report cards to your parents. They just give it to you and like, here, you do what you want with this. But I know that's not true because I have a brother in high school and I have a friend in high school, and none of that has happened to them. It always comes in the mail.
Yeah, it always comes in the mail.
Yeah.
Mine
man,
always
back,
came in the mail.
back in my day, yo. Back when I was going to school, we used to get our shit handed, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yo, back in the day. Here's the thing about like you kids have it lucky nowadays. Like, today's kids have it so lucky. Like they get fucking laptops. Like my nephew and nieces, right? They have laptops and tablets that the school gives them.
Yeah, we have Macs at our even though it's a shitty school that supposedly was going to get shot up last week, I believe.
Okay, that's too much information. There. That's too much information.
Yeah.
You're going to get everyone
Oh yeah,
exposed.
people can look up this stuff. That is all false. No one looked this up.
Oh, okay. But I remember, I ain't gonna lie, like, what's it called? But yeah, man, do your homework, dude. Do your homework, get it over with, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? The last thing you want to do is fucking worry and shit the last minute. Yeah, it happens, bro. Believe me, I've been there.
That's pretty much every school project that I have with her. But she is a chill teacher every now and then. She talks about real shit. She talks about school shootings. She talks about shit that normal teachers won't. She gets real with you, and
Okay.
that's a good teacher. You could tell, but sometimes she can be a bitch.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I believe you, brother. I believe you. Well,
Last thing before I go, right now I'm sitting in front of a replica belt. I want to know what type of replica belts you have, if you have any.
actually, I do have currently with me the Winged Eagle belt, the Winged Eagle.
That's the one me, Dad, and my brother, we all want that because that's one of the best designs for a belt.
Yes.
It, it's
As far as WWE goes, yes. I think in
it's a
wrestling, yeah, it is absolutely. I think in wrestling, at all wrestling right now, it was the Ring of Honor World Title until they have a new belt that looks like shit. But yeah, I think the Wayne Eagle is probably the best belt they've had. I bought it last year, this time of the year. I bought it at a time where they had like this half off sale and shit. The only problem
oh
that I have now with the belt is that the blue in the middle of the globe, the little pieces are
yeah.
coming off. So I need to crazy glue the shit ASAP. So it's just chilling there. I'm not touching the belt or anything until I buy my crazy glue and glue the pieces back in. Pretty much.
Yeah, mine. I have the Intercontinental Championship that the Honky Tonk Man had, the black one.
Okay.
It got some scratches, but the blue stuff don't come off, and it is signed, I believe. Yeah, it's signed by the Honky Tonk Man.
I've actually had my Wayne Eagle signed by Bret Hart.
Oh my God, that's amazing. See,
Yeah.
I was gonna go to a Comic-Con that had Bret Hart in it, but then we never got to go because we didn't have the money. I really wanted to get him to sign one of my stuff because it would be amazing to have a signature from Bret Hart. Like,
Absolutely.
he was a great wrestler. Everyone loved him. Great wrestler, just overall.
Yep. I actually
But
have a vlog on my channel. There's a vlog. If you look up on my channel, Meeting Bret Hart, it's up there on my channel. Do you want to give it a watch? Where I met Bret and all that fun stuff. But I'll tell you what, dude. I need you to do your homework, all right, brother? Do your homework.
oh, okay,
All right? Do your homework, kid. Be
But-
easy, all right, man?
yeah.
Easy.
So other than that, have a good night. Pay-per-view, it was okay. I'll give an okay rating because I didn't see all the other matches. But other than that, it was okay.
All right, man. Take it easy, all right, Mace Nation? Take it easy, all right?
Yeah, I'll see you next month.
All right, bro. Take it easy. All right, and that was, again, you know, look at us giving kids advice to do homework and shit like that. Mike, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I came back in.
It happens.
I
It
got
happens.
kicked for some reason.
Yeah. But overall, again, as far as a grade, what will we give Fastlane? I'm gonna give it a C minus. I'm gonna give it a
same.
C.
It's D plus, C minus. I don't know, around that area.
Yeah, C minus.
C minus. Okay, fair enough. C minus. D plus. D plus for Walter. C minus. But again, could have been
Yeah, I'm gonna give
worse.
it a D plus.
Could have been way worse. Could have been way worse for show. But I thought, again, the main event was good. The women's title match was good. Ruby Riott can get it. I don't care what anyone says. I'd give it to her ASAP. That's just me, of course. Maybe I think all of us too were expecting a cash-in, which did not happen either.
Yeah, that I think if I would have gave the show a C plus, maybe a C, if the cash in happened.
I got a theory for the cash in too that I said on my review. But I don't know. It sounds goofy.
What you think?
Oh, I said that basically that what if they sort of held on? So now that we know that Asuka is going to be on SmackDown, like they held on to the briefcase until the next Money in the Bank pay-per-view and somehow find a loophole so where Carmella can cash in and then the next winner can also cash in that night. So she'll have it just for a small inkling moment.
It could work. I mean, honestly, the way I look at it too, you could do the whole thing where she cashes in on the Raw title match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that too, but you know.
You could do that.
Can't she cash it in?
I don't think
about
so
it.
because
You think about it. They never specified. They never said on which champion you can catch. Think about this, right? If Asuka won the Rumble and went to SmackDown to fucking challenge Charlotte Flair, right?
Yeah, but they specified that.
they specified that. They didn't. It was a SmackDown exclusive for the Money in the Bank.
Again, they never did. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, they could do that. They could actually have they could have Carmella at WrestleMania cash in on either Alexa Bliss or Nia Jax. All right, they could do that.
Yeah, because I don't think
I guess
they'll ruin that moment with Asuka and and Charlotte. Although I wouldn't be surprised if she did try to do it, but yeah, not at all the pay-per-views are dual branded. I feel like they could get away with like cashing it on the Raw title.
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you guys what, guys. This was fun. We're gonna wrap up the show now, guys. That's the we're gonna call in. Connor was on for a bit, but again, father duties come in. Father duties are first, so understandably so. With that, hopefully we can have him on for next time, or if not, for this Friday for the TEAMHEEL podcast. We go live again this Friday. Same usual time, guys, as always. Same usual fucking time. But again, guys, thank you for tuning in to this humble little stream that we did for you guys, recapping Fastlane. This will be available on iTunes, Stitcher, as well, also at Podbean. So down below in the description box is the link to the Podbean link. Hit the follow button, be notified whenever we upload a podcast over on Podbean. We'll be back live this Friday for episode 237 of the TEAMHEEL podcast as well. So make sure you tune in for that as well. This was fun. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, pay-per-view, but above all, with each and every single one of you mother flowers. So make sure you hit that bell icon. Be notified when I go live or I upload a video. I'll be back tomorrow with my live Raw review. I am also, by the way, I'm going to be recapping Ring of Honor's 16th anniversary show, and I'll be also recapping New Japan's New Japan Cup, either from day 1, 2, and 3. I know I didn't do them yet, but I'm going to be recapping them. I'm not going to recap the entire show for New Japan as far as, the prelim matches, like whatever. I'm just going to cover the tournament matches. Because let's be real about it. Anyone that watches New Japan with these tournaments or the G1, do y'all really give a fuck if the Young Alliance go up against, I don't know, Yuji Nagata and Kojima? I'm just giving an example. No. You only care for the tournament matches, period. So, I'm going to probably do in one video day 1, 2, and 3 sometime this week. But I'll also be doing the Ring of Honor 16th anniversary show as they're heading on the road to Super Card of Honor for WrestleMania weekend. But yeah, guys, listen, the road to WrestleMania is finally here. Officially, the last stop is Mania. 28 days away from the biggest show of the year for WWE. I can't wait. I know you guys can't wait either. So comment down below your thoughts on the show, whether you liked it or you hated it. Follow me on Twitter. If not as well, just let me know on Twitter also. Kick it, cuz.
Yep, you can follow me on Twitter, Hey Walter, and I hope somehow you guys enjoyed the show tonight. Because even though I didn't enjoy as much, I know some fans try to enjoy the show. We don't all crap on the show for no reason,
I know. I'll do my Mason Nation right here. I'll do my homework for you. All right, good. Do your homework. Do your fucking homework. God, I sound like a fucking father when I'm not. All right, Mike, what about?
Dudes, breaking news, man.
Oh,
breaking
Jeff Hardy.
news.
I just heard it right now. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
DUI, bro. DWI.
DUI? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he got arrested.
Oh my god, this guy.
I'm looking at his mugshot right now.
This is what happens when you don't wrestle, man.
Yeah, drunk. You may about to go to the Now he's gonna go to rehab and then when he comes out, go to the Hall of Fame. There you go. Smart man, my Jeff Hardy.
Let's see. I'm gonna read this story right now.
Read it out loud, Walter. Read it out loud.
I'm not gonna read it out loud. Let me just see stuff.
All right, fine. All right, Mike. Where can they find you, Big Mike?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at BigMike199519 and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Big Mike's Wrestling Recap Show.
All right, guys. Again, thank you all for tuning in live, and you guys are awesome. We're out like Janet's titties now, guys. I'm Heel Steven. That's Walter, and that's Big Mike. Hit the music, mother flowers.